Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with Gemini's reading for August 16th through the 31st, 2019. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you would like to book a reading, my information is in the description box, and all of the gifts I have and like the services I offer is in the description box as well. If you would like to just ask me questions like regarding the videos I post or anything like that, you can find my email in the description box as well. So let's dive right into the reading. Oh, before I do, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my subscribers, new and old. I just want to say love and light to all of you. Thank you for helping me on my journey. Thank you for allowing me to be my authentic true self. I am so grateful for all of your support. Now I can dive right into the reading. So for Gemini, the first card that came out, you got the Eight of Cups. And for Gemini, with this energy, it's like you're walking away from whatever doesn't serve you or grow you. And if you notice, you're watching all like the little tarot readings from the channels on YouTube or whatever, or even just getting one in person by a trusted advisor. This is the energy right now, especially with all of the shifts, all of the retrogrades, and like the full moon, new moon. Everyone is really not putting up with anyone's crap. It's like, okay, love me as I am or watch me as I go. And this Gemini is marching on. Like it doesn't matter that the cups aren't turned over, that they're waiting. But my eye is on this moon and how it shines on this individual. And with red, I see power. Like as this person walks, they're lighting the light to where they're meant to be and where they're meant to go, and they're being divinely guided and protected. So good job, Gemini. Like at the end of the day, this energy could be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You can check your moon sign, even though this is a Gemini reading, but for anyone else who's cross-watching, you can check your moon sign to see if you resonate with this. But with the month of August, Gemini's in that energy where I'm walking away from everything and I'm not begging anyone to stay in my life. The next card that came out, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. And again, like you're very abundant, you're very enlightened at the moment, like you're being guided, you're being watched, you're just glowing. And it's like no one else is in this card with you or with the person, and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to take care of myself, I'm going to pamper myself, I'm loving myself. This is like self-love. Like, I know the more I love myself, the more I will attract someone who will love me as much as I do, and that's the energy that you want to be in. That's how you want your heart to be. And it's like, I have my money, look at the green, I'm healing, I'm divinely guided and protected. And like, there's nothing that anyone can do to move me off this vibration that I am on, because I have worked so hard to get to this point in my life, right? The next card that came out, King of Wands. Again, sitting there, wand standing strong, feet on the shoes, green around the neck, healing, you're being guided, you're stepping into your power. And again, there's no one around but a little lizard that's hanging like in the cut. So at the end of the day, like you are definitely going through a transition or a transformation where you're just shedding every single thing or person that you no longer feel is connected to your vibe or vibing with you well. And you're seeing people for who they are, and you don't like, you're in the energy where it's like you don't even have the strength to entertain it. Like that's what I'm getting. So for you, Gemini, continue to do what you're doing because you're on the right path. The next card that came out, you got the Four of Swords. And again, like this energy, you know, you had a lot on your mind. You was worried about a lot of things. And if you notice, the swords were not piercing you. It's a mental thing. So you really had to break through and work on your mental, because when you really saw with, you know, with pure eyes, you saw that like what you were worried about or what you were troubled about was just all in your head. So at the end of the day, it was easy for you to, once you realize the triggers, once you realize what was holding you back, to immediately shift it and change it, because you know you're going through this transition and this transformation, and you might be awakening. So you're just like, you know what, like, I have to get out of this vibration. I need to stand in my power. And this energy can be interchangeable. It could be, you know, for the cross watcher, or for you know, this is Gemini. But if you are a cross watcher, you know, like, this is the energy that the Gemini, you know, person is in right now. Okay, the overall energy, Ace of Swords. And you see this sword like coming out of the, you know, thin air, and like with the wreath. And again, look, everything in your card, green. So Gemini, you're definitely going through a lot of healing. You're definitely getting blessings out of thin air. You're definitely are being divinely watched and guided by your angels and spirit guides. And divine has got you. Divine is really answering, you know, what it is that you're asking of the universe. And if you stay patient, if you stay, you know, excuse me, if you sit still and just don't be afraid, and just to allow, you know, your mind to be quiet, you can understand the journey that you're headed to. Okay, for your romance cards, you got heart-to-heart conversation for the first card, and it says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so you know, there could be a love interest, and there could be some things where you just feel guarded, or you just don't want to be hurt anymore, and it's like you holding all the things in that you want to say, it's only prolonging the outcome. So you have to get in that place where you're able to just openly say how you feel, express, you know, what's been on your mind, regardless if you think the person is going to be reciprocated to listening, or, you know, vice versa, talking back to you or not. You have to really have heart-to-heart conversations and just clear everything out as you go through this release. The next card that came out, make the effort. Again, it says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if you feel you have someone around you, or someone's with you, that you're like back and forth, like, I don't know if, you know, I want to be open, or I want to make this step or take this step, then you really have to just have that conversation where both of you guys are open. Or if you're not ready to go into a full-on commitment, then just have that conversation so the both of you guys are on the same page. All right, the next card that came out is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So like, you're in a situation where you think like, is this the one? Maybe not. Yeah, like one day you feel one way, the next day you feel the next way. But remember, you're a Gemini. Like, that's just how it rolls. But you really have to go within and go into your heart and get that answer from your heart, because that gives you your purest answer. Like, that's the purest form of love. The mental, like, you have the 3D part, the 5D part, you're back and forth trying to figure it out, and that will drive you crazy. But when you actually go within your heart and you look deep within your heart and you feel what is true, then that gives you the answers that you seek. Okay, again, I don't do overall energies for romance oracles, but for the reading before, I think it was Taurus's reading, it whispered in my head, like, you know, do overall. It said overall energy. So for both of you guys, you got an overall energy, and it says very soon. It says clearly decide. What did I just say? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So you have to have this communication. You have to stop going back and forth in your mind, and you have to just be honest with yourself, because at the end of the day, you don't want to carry baggage along the way when you're going through this transformation. Okay? For the angel answers, the first card that came out, choose a new direction. Choose a new direction. So if you're thinking about maybe this person isn't the one for you, angels are saying like, hold up, pause, wait a minute, let's figure it out. or if you feel like a job is having you at a standstill, choose a new direction. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because you never know what's going to happen. And with this card coming out in your spread, I would take the leap of faith, because divine has definitely got your back. The next card that came out is recovery. Okay, like you're recovering from the hurt. You're recovering from you know, being disappointed and let down, and you're starting to see your worth. The next card that came out is communicate clearly. So like I said, whatever deck you use, your cards are your cards, and they're all giving you the same information. So with choose a new direction, I asked for it to be clarified, and you got the Hermit. Again, look at the light in the lantern. So you're being guided. You're being, you know, pushed to a new direction, and you may be resisting, and this isn't the time for you to resist. This is the time for you to surrender and allow to, you know, spirit or divine to guide you where you need to go. The next clarifier that came out, 9 of Cups. Your abundance is here. Enlightenment is here. Follow the path, because every step you take is lighting the way for you, because the divine is right there next to you, like making sure that you're okay, making sure that, you know, everything that you've asked for that's good for you. And remember, when divine, you know, steps in and works with us, we're doing our life path work too, our life purpose work. So think about that. For recovery card, I asked for a clarifier and got the Chariot. You're standing in your power. You're ready for anything that comes to you. You have the stars here. You have the yellow light behind the Chariot. I look at this as like your, you know, your guardian angel, or, you know, spirit guide, or just part of the heavenly council. Like, you're being really supported. So don't be afraid to take the leap, okay? For your Lightworker Oracle card, I asked Spirit to show me or to tell me what you need to do in regard to your life path and purpose. And you got the card 7th Ray of Ritual, Order, and Ceremony, number 44. So what I would do if I were you, I would look up I would look up angel number 44. Okay? So let me read that to you. Sorry guys, I'm getting it for you. Okay. So it says, 7th Ray of Ritual, Order, and Ceremony. It says, when the gift of the 7th Ray enters your life, something new is being formed. Something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. It says, resonating with high frequency violet light and the Archangel Zachiel, the 7th Ray also helps transmute energy from, hold on, let me get it, from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. So like I said and have been saying, this is a spiritual transformation, okay? With all the yellow, with all the light, with all the green, and you're well on your journey, Gemini. So you really have to get still, learn how to meditate, learn how to center yourself, know how to learn how to ground, and just actually, when you get to that point, you're able to hear what it is that you are being called to do, not what you want to do, but what you've been called to do. Because when you do what your life purpose work is, that comes so easy as something that you're just trying to force to make work. So I hope that resonates with you guys. If it does, leave me a comment in the comment section. That is your reading for August 16th through the 31st, 2019, Gemini. I will catch you guys later. Love and light.